Hey everyone, it's Sean with Paycheck the Portfolio. This morning we're going to do a Spark to Fire Week 16 update. You can see I'm talking about building your future with assets. That's my 17-year-old daughter Emma, who's about to graduate high school here and has been recently accepted to college. If you've been following my channel, I have 4 kids, and like most parents, I think a lot about their future. But instead of just saving money for them, I'm trying to teach them something different. I want them to understand how to build assets that produce income and grow over time. And obviously, Emma's getting closer and closer to college, so this is becoming more and more real for her. Recently, she was just talking about how she has to pay for orientation. And I jokingly said, honey, welcome to the real world. And so if you've been following the Spark to Fire series, every month we're investing $500 into the Spark to Fire account. We're fully investing that amount into assets that grow over time and high yield funds and closed end funds that pay dividends, which will cover her costs as time moves on as well. And I'm trying to teach my kids how to escape the paycheck trap so they can break free from their 9 to 5s earlier, to live free and to do whatever they would want to do at a much younger age than I'm at currently. Let's jump right into the portfolio this morning, then we'll go step by step through this on the Excel file. Looking at the brokerage account, currently the net account value is sitting at $3,200. The market has been extremely choppy lately, just with the headline news, the Iran situation going on in the Middle East. Obviously, a big pullback yesterday. This doesn't bother me. This doesn't include any dividends added back in. And over time, the market's going to grow. If you go pull up a chart of QQQ or the NASDAQ, this time last year, it was sitting at about $490 to $495. And then it had a big pullback in April with the tariffs last year. And now obviously we're in the 500, the high 500 range and the low 600 range, I think at 601 or 602 this morning in the pre-market. So as time goes on and you give the portfolio enough time to grow, it does what the market always does, which is grow when it's given enough time. When you add my dividends back in, I'm down about $250 to $300. And obviously those dividends are going to snowball as we move along here. If you look at the estimated income tab, currently the portfolio is projected to bring in $888 over the course of the next 1 year. And over the course of the next 1 month, we're looking basically at $81. If you look at the historical values tab of the portfolio, this is the real neat part. So even though the short-term equity is not working in our favor currently because the account's young and the market has been choppy, you can see when we started in October, we were basically at $2,500. November, it was $2,531. December, it was $2,869. January, it was $2,998. February was pretty flat at $2,993. And then here in March, the early part of March, we're sitting at $3,200. So even though the market hasn't been cooperating currently, the net portfolio value and the gross portfolio value continues to grow due to velocity banking concepts being fully invested on the front end instead of investing the leftovers on the back end. If you think about it, the bank, when you deposit your money into a traditional checking account, they don't hold your money in a vault. They lend that out to somebody else and they create an arbitrage spread on your money. Or if you own a house and you're paying your taxes from your payment and your insurance from your payment, the escrow company doesn't just hold your money either. They invest it, and when it's time to pay your bills, they borrow from their equity as well. So basically the bank and your escrow account is living the paycheck to portfolio lifestyle. They're just doing it with your money. So what I've done is I've taken control of my funds and I'm fully living out of my large account that I show on Saturdays and every other Wednesdays. And then in the Spark to Fire series, I'm teaching my daughter how to do the same thing with a small account. And we're taking control of our own finances. Looking at the orders and the purchases that we're going to do this morning with the $250 that just came into the brokerage account, I'm going to buy 2 shares of SPYG. That's an S&P 500 growth ETF. Currently, it's sitting at $102, basically $103 a share. So we're going to buy 2 of those this morning. And I'm going to buy 1 share of QQQI. That's a covered call fund ran by Neos. On the NASDAQ, it pays a 14% dividend, and that is currently $52 a share. So those are the purchases I'm making this morning when the market actually opens up, if you're following along. And all of my holdings are posted on our membership Discord with all of the transactions done throughout the week for reference. Jumping back into the Excel file this morning, I want to look at the inputs here. We talked about investing $500 a month. You can see we've been investing for about 6 months. The average portfolio yield is ebbing and flowing right around 22% blended yields. The last electric bill that came out was $187, and the last water bill that came out was $136. This amount ebbs and flows with seasonality. Some months it's lower, some months it's higher, but those are currently the expenses in the current state. Looking at the portfolio dashboard, I just wanted to show this again. I know I did this on the portfolio, but I wanted you to see a side-by-side comparison. So my net portfolio value is sitting at $3,200. Again, we're investing $500 a month. We've been going for about 6 months now. The gross portfolio value that's invested and that we own is $4,092. Market's down 12.5%. I added this screenshot of a tool I'm working on in the background that will be live in the next 4 to 8 weeks, but you can see the trailing dividends here are $230. So you have to add the dividends back into the paper gains and or paper losses to see total returns. If you're investing into dividend funds or high income funds, it's super important that you consider total return. You need to take your paper losses and add back in your dividends and or your paper gains and layer back in your dividends on top of that to see how your portfolio is actually performing. Again, as I showed, the net portfolio value and the gross portfolio value continues to grow regardless because I'm fully invested and I'm bringing money in every 2 weeks. You can see the average yield is about 22%. That's ebbing and flowing between, $870, $885, depending on the covered call fund distribution. And it's ebbing and flowing between $73 and $80 a month currently. Obviously, every $250 paycheck that comes in buys more equity. That equity generates more cash flow. And this just will compound month after month, year after year, which will essentially set my 17-year-old daughter free much sooner than most people. Looking at the holdings, this is just a view from the brokerage account that we looked at previously, but you can customize typically on most brokerages what you look at and what lays out here. You can see the dividend per share is outlined here, the dividend pay date, and then the estimated annual income rolled up there just for full disclosure so you can see it. And then you can see the gross portfolio value rolled up here and all of the holdings I'm currently holding as of this morning prior to the market opening. Looking at bill replacement, we talked about the bills I'm covering and what the total was. I love this calculator, and I was talking about it with my daughter at lunch. But you can see currently we're covering about 23% of these bills. So as it grows month over month, this percentage will increase and fully erode in a good way the living expenses, which ultimately sets us free quicker. As Emma's account grows, I'm going to add more things to it, whether it's her cell phone bill, whether it's books, tuition fees. So this is not going to be a stagnant account. It's going to scale into a full paycheck to portfolio account as time moves on. So this is dynamic. You can update this and it will update your percentage based off of the, last distributions there. So that's fully dynamic and calculated for you. This is available in our membership Discord if you want to go take a peek at it. On the estimated income tab, this is just another view rolled up of everything we've already discussed just to make it look a little bit easier. And if you take any capital gains distributions, it will calculate there for you as well. The future projections is where I get really excited to talk to my daughter just to show her the power of compounding. And again, we have multiple tools that will show you that. But visually, this was a little bit easier for her. So in year one, we will have invested $6,000. I'm projecting it to be worth about $6,316 with equity growth and time. The estimated income will be $1,365 a year. This is stagnant. As time moves on, we're going to be adding more and more bills to this, so it will grow and compound quicker. All this is showing is if all we invested was the utility bills. But as I said, we will add more and more bills to this. But if we did nothing else except float the utility bills, in 20 years for her, it would be invested amount of $120,000 in its current state. The estimated portfolio value would be $334,000, and it would generate roughly $72,000 a year of annual income. It's going to be much higher than that because of what I just said and scaling and how those things work when you live the paycheck to portfolio lifestyle. But again, you can see the chart over here with the estimated portfolio value and the estimated dividends that come in. So those visuals help when you're trying to teach someone, all of us really, but especially young folks trying to learn how to manage finances. If you look at the resources tab here, I have multiple resources available. I have white gloves set up and personal coaching. That's shoulder to shoulder training with me. You can join our private Discord and membership. One of the reasons I created the Paycheck to Portfolio community is because people are building these systems together. Inside the Discord, you'll find calculators, portfolio tracking tools, and a community of people building their portfolios step by step. We have people living out of E-Trade, Fidelity, Schwab, Interactive Brokers, M1. So if you're looking for a community and you need help, you can certainly join the Discord and we'll be happy to help you there. You can book a one-on-one strategy call with me. That's a 30-minute high-level call. And then you can download our free starter kit and simple calculator to see how your personal finances may be impacted. And I'm happy to announce I've been working on some tools behind the scenes, many more tools coming over the next several weeks. This is a website that I've created that you'll be able to get access to training, and you'll be able to punch in your own numbers here as well. And it will show you how long it will take you to replace your paycheck. You can punch in your W-2 income, your monthly living expenses, your starting portfolio amount, your blended yield, your margin interest rate, and you can compare that to traditional returns. And you can see the traditional path here versus the paycheck to portfolio path with graphs as well. And it will show you how much quicker you can expedite by using the paycheck to portfolio method and what dividends would look like for you. And that will be referenced below my resources under the pinned comments. Please like and subscribe. I hope you found this video useful, and we'll talk to you Saturday with a large portfolio. Have a great rest of your week.